Hello, welcome to BH Sales and the Kennel Kelp Keynote blog. And in today's entry, I talk about trying to abate cravings, specifically food cravings. I also wanted to show you my brand new BH Sales Sacred Clay, which I've been talking and blogging about pretty extensively over the last week or 10 days or so. It did finally arrive into stock yesterday, so I wanted to show you my label, BH Sales and Sacred Clay, and I'd let you check my blog archives about the product. But as it pertains to today, I talked about, probably midweek last week, I talked about my personal cravings. There's many. One is coffee, and I'm trying to completely kick the coffee habit. I talked in that blog issue about how taxing caffeine is on your adrenal system, and you can read that blog archive pertinent to that. And I talked about how the Sacred Clay is helping me with that, as I had an older jar before I started to bring it on into inventory within my own inventory. And I kicked the habit cold turkey for about 5 days now, drinking lots of green tea. But I didn't want to get too sidetracked on that. I wanted to show you a couple of other things about the Sacred Clay, and you can read in today's blog entry how that will play into continuing to abate my own personal cravings, and how I'm using it as an earthen food derived food source in my overall BH Sales Healthy Meal Plan. Again, all of this information is in my blogs, videos, on my Facebook page, and throughout my website, so do check that out. And what I'm going to try to do is do a little bit of a live demo while I have folks here on the camera. One of the things that I did do yesterday that I'm also going to be bringing into stock is my clay bath packet, which is again pre-mixed of this Sacred Clay that I just showed you with one of the other products that I'm going to be bringing on within the line, and that's called Black Beauty. You can refer to my Sacred Clay page on my website. That is a work in progress. I'm building that page. The Sacred Clay, as far as if you want to entertain ordering it, is already on my order page in 1 pound and 2 pound jars. And once again, this is the 1 pound jar. So bear with me here. I'm going to actually crack the cap, and I'm going to show you about mixing the mud into a mixture. And while I try to open this, I'm going to be using my Summit Spring water that I've also talked about extensively in the past. A great natural resource. Check out my blog archives and videos and my webpage pertinent to this. Another great natural source of nutrients right from the ground, no preservatives whatsoever. This is why it's called raw water. And why I continue to open this package. I'll put that back down. Okay, I'm cracking the cap on the Sacred Clay, and with my camcorder that's built into my computer, I'm not sure if I can get a good angle to show you. There it is. Let me try doing this a little bit better. Maybe if I fade to the black. There it is. Okay, so as you can see, it's powdery, granulated clay. It's basically clay from the earth. That's exactly what it is. And what I'm going to do is, I have to read the instruction myself while I'm talking to you folks. On the label, I believe it's a half a teaspoon, it may be more, to start to make up the clay, so bear with me while I'm reading that. It's going to be a good day, I got that right. So 1 level teaspoon, cup, and I'm going to take a teaspoon, I'm leveling it off right now, and putting that right into the cup, and using some of my Summit Spring water, I'm going to pour in and make a little paste. And this is just for pictorial depiction here at the web while I'm talking to you. I'm going to put a little bit more in because I put too much water in. It's actually mud. It's like a woman's facial mask, if you will. Actually, being non-sexist, mud packs are good for us too. That's why I get back to the clay bath. I actually took one yesterday. This will sound funny when I say this. That was the first bath I've taken in probably the better part of 30 years. I do have good hygiene. Point being, I shower in lieu of taking a bath. This is great detox for those that care to jump on board with that. I'll talk more about the clay bath in upcoming issues, but I already feel great. I have, I guess, self diagnosed is the word I'm looking for, tennis elbow. My job away from this job is very repetitive motion lifting and what have you, and carpal tunnel, being on the computer so much. I have a bad elbow. Point being, I already feel better overnight. I'm certainly not cured. I can still feel the burning sensation, what have you, but I already feel better from doing one of those. So if I can get the consistency of this pace, bear with me, I'm showing you the mask that it's actually mud, folks. It's mud. You can read a startling testimonial on my Sacred Clay page from one of my long-standing clients that actually introduced me to this product years ago. And you just let it sit. It's going to have to sit at room temperature to congeal, but let me see if I can do this without causing a complete mess. I'm going to put a little bit on my finger so I hopefully don't drop it on my keyboard. Okay, that is mud, folks. Whoops. This is mud. Okay, I'm going to try to get a camera angle here. Okay, the mud, I put a little bit right on my ugly face so you can see it. Okay, that is the mud pack, like any mud pack, and I'm going to try this later on my elbow. But I also am starting to take this internally in the dry mix formula, just putting it right in the Summit Spring water and drinking it on a daily basis to go along with my regime of drinking my diatomaceous earth, which is also on my website. So, in today's blog, I'm going to rub that paste right in, talk about cravings. One of my personal ones, one of the many. I have an addictive personality. We won't get into that, but I have to really work at most facets of my life. I have an addictive personality. It's related to brain, it's related to serotonin, it's related to natural nutrients that are transmitted from the brain in the body. So I talk a little bit about my B8 sales supplements, serotonin and zinc specifically, and chromium. I also take those. You can read the article about what it does for circulatory and blood. But I basically wanted to use this video to show you the clay, the sacred clay, revisit the Summit Spring water, and talk more about how that all works into my B8 Sales Healthy Meal Plan. And I'll be talking in subsequent blogs and videos about the product. There is a blog archive that I'm running a special on both the 1 pound size. I don't have the 2 pound size right here handy to show you on camera. Those are the 2 sizes that I stock presently, and I'm going to be expanding the whole breadth of that line. Bearing my soul, I'm no less impervious to this wonderful economy that we're all enjoying than anyone else, so it's all contingent on available money. So, you know, over the next few months, I will be infiltrating more products and updating that page. I'm also in the process of bringing on another product that I've talked about in blogs called Synflex Liquid Glucosamine. You can check out my website on that. At the beginning of the new year, when we made our New Year's resolutions, mine pertinent to the business was to indeed bring on a couple of products. I've managed to do that as we rapidly approach March. My personal vendetta was to do that within the confines of the first 2 months of the year, so I did accomplish that mission. So stay tuned. I have many, many more healthy vitamins, nutrients, minerals, supplements, and so forth coming into play, and I'll be talking about them extensively. I'll be using this blog as a landing page for those of you that do read the blog with any degree of regularity. Come back and visit me often. I'll be using that to coincide with while my site is under construction, if you will. So a little bit of rambling today, but hopefully the video will tie into the essence and the guts of the blog entry for today. So have a great day, and always remember that B8 Sales promotes good health in all animals and humans. Thanks, and I'll see you in the next video. And do tune in to my Blog Talk radio show. That is also a work in progress. I'll keep you updated on upcoming episodes. Thanks.